So I had the pleasure of being blessed with a review copy of Turbo Overkill, and it is absolutely insane. If you enjoy top 10 videos, reviews, podcasts, all that good stuff, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn notifications to all. Now let's get into it. Turbo Overkill is what you get if you cross Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, and the Serious Sam series, and then put them into a fantastic, futuristic cyberpunk world with all kinds of like 80s and 90s flair. This game is absolutely insane and incredible in every single way. I loved the shit out of this game. I'm not a big first-person shooter guy. I enjoy the original Doom. I enjoy the original Wolfenstein. There's not a lot of first-person shooters that I am a big fan of. Titanfall 2 was another one that was really good. And this game has elements that I loved in Titanfall 2. You've got like the wall running in this game, and it's really, really well done. This game controls almost like a Mega Man X game, but in a first-person shooter. You've got like an air dash. You can use it twice. You've got a double jump, which is super nice. You've got alternate fire for all your weapons. You have to unlock it for a lot of them, but the first gun, you start with it, and it doesn't cost much. You can unlock it for all of them. I really, really like the shotgun. It shoots out this electrical pulse and does a shitload of damage to a big group of enemies, and then kind of stuns them and makes them more susceptible to damage. My favorite, though, is the Uzi. The Uzi does a crap load of damage. You dual wield to these two, like, futuristic Uzi, kind of almost submachine guns, and you're just lighting up the enemies. And then if you throw one away, you can kind of single wield it, and you can use it almost like an assault rifle. And it's really, really good. It does a shitload of damage, really fast, and has a good range and accuracy on that bad boy as well. There's a ton of awesome weapons in this game, and they're all really, really well done, but it's honestly like the vibe that I love so much. You're constantly being attacked by hordes and hordes of enemies, and it's just fun to maneuver around in the stages. You've got a lot of maneuverability. Like I said, you've got that dash, you've got a double jump. You're constantly able to move around in the areas that you're in and avoid damage while dishing out a ton of your own. You unlock like cybernetic augments for your body that give you power-ups and different abilities. For example, you start off the game with an augmented leg, which is like a chainsaw leg. You can use this as kind of a power slide to chainsaw through the enemies, and then as you upgrade your chainsaw leg, you can have it set so that when you chainsaw through a certain amount of enemies, you get health back, you get shield replenished, and stuff like that. You also get a missile launcher arm, which kind of locks on to the enemies, similar to what you would have in something like Afterburner, where you aim at the enemies, it locks on, and then you hit the button again, it shoots a bunch of missiles out. And just the style in this game, once you launch those missiles, you just flip the enemy off and they explode. The gore, the enemy design, there's a ton of great enemies in this game. Some of them are just grunts that you can rip through like crazy, and then some are giant half-man, half-mechanical enemies that you got to take out as well. There's just a ton of variety when it comes to the enemies. The level design is really, really well done. One of my biggest gripes when it comes to boomer shooters and just kind of classic first-person shooters in general is not knowing where the hell to go. I know you have to like find a key and then come back to the door, try to trace back your steps to find the door that you needed that key for earlier. Well, this has waypoints in it. It's really well done. Even in the areas without waypoints, as you're like climbing through them, you'll see enemies in the area you haven't been to yet. You'll platform your way up there, or you'll see health or armor or ammo in areas that you haven't been to, so it lets you know like, hey, that's where I need to go. The lighting shows you kind of where to go as well. It's really, really well done level design wise. The vibe in this game is just this chaotic cyberpunk adventure. You're just trying to stop this like virus, this thing called sin that's taking over and becoming sentient in the world, and you have to like get to these areas and shut them down. You got like this little sidekick AI that hangs out in your car, and he's just adorable. He looks like a little yellow Kirby kind of, and he talks like this serious British guy, but he's just this cute little dude. Everything about this game is honestly right up my alley, and the vibe is incredible. The gameplay is really well done. Probably my only gripe with the game, honestly, would be the fact that I'm playing this on the PS5. This game is brand new to consoles, and it doesn't have any rumble whatsoever. On the PS5, I was expecting to have like haptics and stuff like that, and there's not even rumble, which is super bizarre. The sound effects could definitely be a lot more intense. The game does feel good to play, but I feel like it would have just enhanced it so much more if you had some great heavy-hitting sound effects and feedback on your shots and your kills. The music is incredible. but I think just adding that extra edge, that extra bit of feedback in the controller and the sound effects would just elevate it so much more than what it's already at. But anyways, that is my review of Turbo Overkill. It's on all modern consoles, I believe now, as well as Steam. Be sure to check this bad boy out if you like what you see here. And if you enjoyed the review, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn notifications to all so you won't miss the next video. See you guys in the next one.